Hey, Copper Nerds. You know who Jack Black is? He's a very well-known actor and musician and just a real national treasure. The other thing he is just like us. He's a copper nerd. Let's get into it. Well, before I was a numismatist, or a copper nerd in specific, I remember seeing Jack Black about a decade ago on the Conan O'Brien show doing something kind of bold. He told the world that he was a numismatist, and not just any numismatist, a copper nerd. Not in those words, but he said that one of his favorite numismatic items is his flowing hair wreath scent, which of course looks much like this. I do have a real one in low grade tucked away. But he showed off his wreath scent and talked about, just this beautiful depiction of liberty in her hair and how controversial that was. And then he went on to talk about being a coin and copper specific copper nerd regarding that coin in particular. Let's take a look at that clip real quick.
I didn't know that you were a coin collector.
I am. We call it numismatist in the industry, in the coin collecting.
Okay, we're out of time. There's none of that.
Was that nauseating, the way
There
I
was
said
no
numismatist?
Yes.
Check it out. Look it up. It's numismatist.
But you're serious about it. You're a serious coin collector.
I love my coins. I do have my favorites. One of them that's really precious to me is the flowing hair penny. It's this gorgeous, 1793, and it's just this beautiful bust of a woman, and her hair is flowing in the breeze. And at the time, people were shocked when they saw it, because we have a kind of a puritanical society. They're like, that's pornographic. You can't show a woman with her hair in the breeze. And they stopped making that coin. And now, if you can find that coin, they didn't make very many of them, it's worth your car.
Yeah.
How much? A penny.
Yeah. I think
love
we have a picture of it.
There it is.
Yeah, and so that freaked people out.
Just gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it looks like Roger Daltrey of The Who.
And it's kind of representative of the woman that we hold to put her in a puritanical, hold her hair.
Yeah.
Jack Black's a copper nerd. So when I eventually, later in life, got into numismatics and copper in specific and joined the Early American Coppers Club, I always kind of expected to bump into Jack Black in some capacity. Because how can you be a copper nerd and not be a member of EAC? And then, after the years have passed, I haven't heard anything about Jack. So I think it's time for us to reach out to Jack Black and explain to him just how important it is, not only for the club and the future of the early American copper collecting hobby, but also for him as a numismatist and as a copper nerd to come into the fold of early American coppers. And I don't know, wouldn't it be neat if he would show up to our annual convention on occasion as a copper nerd? I don't want to see him as an actor or as a musician. He is just such a charismatic, energetic, very obviously lover of early copper coins. I would like to share the hobby with him, and I want to make sure that he's got as formal an invitation as I, as a mere member, can offer. So I'm making this video. I'm also going to send a package to Jack's publicist and ask him to get it to him. I'm going to toss in an issue of Pennywise. I'm going to include a letter. I'm probably going to toss in one of my Copper Nerds coin mats. And I hope to hear back from him. Wouldn't it be fun, Jack, if you watch this? Hey, Jack, wouldn't it be cool if not only you were receiving your quarterly issue of Pennywise as a member of the Early American Coppers Club, wouldn't it be fun on occasion in your downtime, which I know you don't have a lot of downtime, but you do spend some time with your coins. I know you do. Wouldn't it be fun to occasionally write a little letter to toss in to Pennywise? Something that you've learned, showing off one of your coins maybe. Just a little letter. Just a letter saying hi. I think you could do so much for the hobby, Jack. It's an important hobby, and I'm in my 40s, and I'm one of the young guys in the hobby. We need to get some younger people into the hobby, and I know that you love kids. You've dedicated so much of your career since I was a kid, even, Jack. I've been a huge fan of yours since I was a kid. I'm not a weird fanboy, but I listen to all your Tenacious D stuff. I've seen so many movies. My own children now get to appreciate you in their movies, like Kung Fu Panda, right? You do so much for kids that I would really like to see you expand what you do for the kids, not just of our country, but of the world, because make no mistake about it, the Early American Coppers Club has a presence globally, members in every continent. I think you could, just a little bit of your time in a hobby that you love, I think you can make a big impact. I think you could do more. You have done more just by being on Conan. I'd never seen a flowing hair scent, Jack. I'd never seen one before you showed one on Conan to the whole world. There's never been, that I can think of, a more public display of early American copper than your appearance on Conan O'Brien, showing millions of Americans that have tuned into that, I'm sure, what a wreath scent looks like. That's so cool, dude. I really, really want to bring you into the early American coppers fold, and not in a weird way. I think in a way that will help you get more out of the hobby, and a way that will help the hobby become better for all of us. So that's what I'm going to do, Jack. I'm going to send you an issue of Pennywise, one of my little copper nerds mats, an invite to check out the channel. Maybe you're a subscriber. I don't know. Maybe you're already a member and you're just using an alias. I don't know. But I do want to both thank you for what you've done for numismatics just by talking. It's a nerdy hobby, dude. Like talking about how you're a coin collector on Conan, that takes some balls. I mean, what percentage of the country's even, well, we got 1,500 members roughly of EAC. I've got 500 and some odd subscribers of this channel. Let's just say there's 2,000 real copper nerds in the country out of, what do we have? I mean, hundreds of millions of people, right? I mean, you really, if you distill down all of that population into the copper nerds, you're one of like a couple thousand people that really love copper. And we have sort of, if you distill it down, again, 500 of those people are watching this channel on any given day. And we would all love to have your presence seen and felt within the hobby. So again, I'm going to be sending you a little package, and with any luck, this video will get to you before the mail arrives. But I'm going to leave that up to the viewers. If you have any connection to anyone that has a connection to Jack Black, just send them a link to this video and tell them to have his publicist watch the mailbox. Okay, we got to get Jack Black into the hobby. I think it's important for him. I think it's important for us. Hit me up in the comments. Help me out with this one, you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. And Jack, I'll be in touch soon. Peace.